welcome to Overtime the Podcast. Overtime is a podcast dedicated to all things watches, with a soft spot for the microbrand and affordable range. I'm Praka, and this is my co-host, Justin.
We are two watch tragics based out of Perth, Western Australia. Join us as we chat about new watch releases, share our stories, and give you tips on building your collection.
Whether you're a watch pro or just getting into the hobby, we'll keep you entertained with insights and interviews from the industry, along with our casual conversations.
Let's get started.
So, Justin, how you going, mate?
Hey, man, doing pretty good for, let's go Monday night.
Yeah.
How about yourself?
Yeah, good. It's been, it's been a pretty hectic weekend. Good. Yeah.
Yeah.
We were just talking about it yesterday. We were just like, and we managed to get quite a bit of stuff done. But yes, it's another week, another recording, and man, I've really, it's been so hectic. I've fallen behind on editing massively.
It's all good. It has been hectic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had multiple birthday parties on the weekend, family birthdays, which were dinners. So kids were up late. They were hyped off sugar from throughout the days. We had football in there as well, and it bucketed down at football on Saturday morning for us. And for some reason, I don't know if I told you, I'm actually coaching the Auskick team.
Yeah, you did. How's that going?
Oh, good, until the rain happened. And then I didn't realize rain just turns a group of 42 5-year-olds just into animals. Hey, they went nuts. There was no stopping what they were trying to do. They were running in circles, they were rolling, they were in the mud. And it was good though. It's fun to see the kids kind of, let the hair down and go a bit crazier than what they normally do, I guess. I mean, some of the kids are from my son's class, and so, you kind of know them outside of football too.
Yes.
And they go a bit wild, but it was good.
Nice. Yeah. No, I've missed that day it rained. I was spending most of my day in a conference, but the day after was beautiful. We went out for a nice hike again. We've been trying to do lots more hikes, and it was great. Brought the dog out as well, so it's all dog's knackered because he was running, and it's just he's shattered. Pretty much all of last night and this morning he's just been sleeping in our bed.
Yeah.
It's just he needs to catch up. But alas, we're here. We're here, and we're good to go. So before we kick off, what's on your wrist, mate?
Yep. So today I went with the Boldr Voyage Antarctic. This watch kind of took a bit of a back seat, sprinkled into among wearing new citizens and other watches that potentially came in, and I kind of just didn't pick it up. I think not because not interested. I still really love this watch. It just, you know what it's like. You get a new watch and you honeymoon with it. And I know the Citizens, the Suoso that I bought, that honeymoon lasted a good month, where I kind of wore that non-stop for a month. And the ProMaster lasted a couple of weeks, but that might be because other watches also got purchased. But it was cool. I reached for this morning because I went for a early morning walk before work kicked off. And just thought it's sprinkling. I'm out in the open. Might as well go with the field. I still really enjoyed this watch, from case to bracelet to dial. Everything about it is fantastic.
It's such a great pick. Yes. I feel like I haven't seen it in a little while. So very nice to go back in.
Yeah. What about yourself? What's on the wrist?
I am wearing my Brew Metric Chrono PVD. Yep. Again, another watch that I got not too long ago, but wore it for a little bit and then it just sits there, and I got to put it back into the rotation. No, great little chronograph, and can't fault it at all. I just, like you say, the collection grows, and you just don't want to. I'm always very mindful of it's a weird thing to say, but I'm like, I got to make sure all the kids get chosen. I can't, I like rotating. Even when I get a new watch, it's a honeymoon it, but that doesn't last long, in a sense that, not because I don't want it to last long, but I'm like, I might just chuck this on now because I haven't worn it in ages, or I'm doing this today, so I might chuck that on. We'll get to that as we get into the
Mm.
episode on why
I
do
mean,
that.
I'm similar. Like I like to rotate. I try and wear a different watch every day of the week. But
Mm,
when I honeymoon with something, I just wear it nonstop because I know eventually the honeymoon will wear off, and then it's going to fall into the standard rotation of the week. And
mm,
I kind of, yeah, I actually really enjoy. Like instead of putting the watch away in the watch box, I enjoy just putting it on my bedside table and putting it
yeah,
on
nice.
first thing in the morning. Actually, another weird little topic to talk about quickly before wrist checked. I'm drinking a tea at the moment because it's freezing in Perth still, and
Yeah,
the tea I usually drink changed their like packet color
packaging. Yeah,
slightly,
okay.
and I just like randomly walked past the shelf, grabbed like the 250 bag pack that I usually grab, got home, I was like, oh, this is different. I grabbed Russian Caravan. I didn't know it was a tea flavor. That's the tea flavor. It's like a strength too. But it's actually delicious. I really enjoy it.
Ah,
Don't know if I'll go through all 250 bags, but it's really nice. It's one of those things that'll sit in the cupboard until,
ah.
I finish it over the next 5 years. But
It's
yeah.
full 5 years.
But Russian Caravan, what a name.
Yeah, it's a blend of oolong, kimon, and lapsang souchong teas.
Yeah.
Okay, so a blend of different teas.
It is very
Oh,
nice, very flavorful. Whereas I usually drink like an English breakfast or an Earl Grey, and have
mm,
always had that since I was a teenager. And this is
mm.
probably the first time I've ever actually strayed away from that tea. But it's delicious. I enjoy
There you
it.
go. Yeah, so it is a Chinese tea. It's called that because they went across that sort of Mongolian going towards Russia and stuff like
Yes.
that.
Yep.
So, oh, wow, so
Yeah.
interesting. There you go.
I
There
thought it was
you
a
go.
fun fact.
Nice. Well, while we're talking about drinks, I guess I got a one of those. It's like a kombucha, but it's called a
Oh
prebiotic
yeah,
soda. Blood orange, no sugar, 8 calories a can. Again,
that's pretty good.
not because I am following this, but generally I like to eat my sugar instead of drinking my sugar. I just don't
Yep.
see it as a waste. If I'm going to have sugar, I want to have a piece of chocolate and enjoy it. So, so this one, yeah, I thought it was, and it's quite refreshing actually. It's pretty good.
Yeah, and full sugar drinks, look, I don't drink them at all, really.
Mm,
I went to the football recently and bought like a Coke no sugar or a Pepsi no
mm,
sugar, I think it was, because they
yeah.
don't do Coke at Optus. And I didn't even look at the packaging because I was just like, oh, I just want to get back to my seat. It's half time. There's people everywhere. And when I actually took a drink, I was like, oh, holy crap, this is terrible. Like
Yeah.
just the feeling it gave me in my mouth, everything was no
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, was that the full sugar one or
The
the
full
no?
sugar one. Yeah,
Yeah.
just,
I even find like the no sugar stuff, right? As in not this, because this is like a soda. This is like I don't know, like a watered down kombucha type thing. But
yeah.
even like a Coke Zero or a Pepsi Max or something, on the rare occasion that I do have it,
Mm,
I can't finish the can. I just can't. Like
yeah, okay.
I feel that even though it's the replacement sugar or whatever they put in it, it makes me feel sick after a while drinking it. But
Right.
again, that's just me. Yeah, I don't know. But I say that, but then I can demolish a whole block of chocolate. So anyway, not the best
That's
person to
we
be
don't need to talk
taking.
about that. It's all good.
Not the best person talking about that. But yeah, cool. Well, let's get into today's episode. Look, thought we'd do something a bit fun, a bit lighthearted, and it is, even though it is raining and, a bit gloomy and a bit dreary in Western Australia, or usually the sunny Western Australia, over the Northern Hemisphere, so Europe, US, it's summer holidays. Everyone's on holidays. Everyone's loving life and, sailing in Croatia or whatever else, that people are doing. Yeah, fun stuff.
All the better
Uh,
things that we're doing.
Exactly. So we thought we'll do a holiday watch, and a holiday watch episode. So what is the rules for this, Justin?
Three watches. I think that's fair. When I go away, when the rare occasion is these days, I try and pack three. I think last time I went away, I took one, but that because it wasn't like a camping trip or anything like that. It was a holiday stay at a hotel. But yeah, three watches. It's out of our own collection. Why are we taking them? And I think maybe we kick this off by saying, we're going to get holiday within Australia or within WA, I guess. And we're going to imagine it's summertime because I do believe Western Australia is the best place to be during summer in the world.
Yep.
But where are you going? Where's your ideal
A
holiday?
holiday. Oh, geez, I don't know. I mean, like going anywhere in WA, South. I love Southwest. Being there normally during this time of the year, to be honest, or sort of spring. I think it's beautiful. It gets really hot. Yeah, I'm not really keen on going further north as you
North
get
gets
even
rough.
hotter. But I don't know. like when's the last time I had like a proper holiday? I don't even remember. It's been that long.
Yeah.
But I would love to be like, yeah, this holiday is, I mean, this scenario is for us going to Japan as a family. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah. But yeah, okay. I'm just saying a general summer holiday. So it can be anywhere. It
Yeah.
can be, just literally just staying home, but having
Bit
just
of a
going
break.
out. Exactly, a bit
Yeah.
of a break and just going to the beach or going, all sorts of things. So yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, that's my imagination. So yeah,
Yeah, cool.
that's
For
cool.
me, I'm picking more of a. I'm a bit opposite to you. If I'm going on a summer holiday, I like being out in the heat, and I
Yes,
do like camping. I like
yes,
tents. Moreover's kind of perfect. I went there through my whole childhood
yeah,
as our camp destination, and now with my own kids, that's where we
yeah,
go. You've got the river, you've got the ocean. Sometimes it
perfect.
meets up, and you're lucky enough. There's something gross but cool about like waking up in that sweaty tent and just like going to the river and jumping in and
Yeah.
going for a swim. There's
Uh,
stuff to do.
Yeah, I think it's good. I think it's awesome, and that's what we're working towards. We've never been a
Yeah.
traditionally that kind of household, but that's what we're working towards. Because we've got a tent now. We're getting slowly
Yeah.
getting some stuff together, and in the next year or so, when my little guy's a little bit older, I think
I'll
that's
send
the
you my
plan.
checklist because there is
Perfect.
shit that you're gonna forget. But I'll send you the checklist. But
Sounds good.
I don't know. There's something about like watching the kids just like go a bit
Yeah.
feral out in the bush
Yeah.
and they do just unwind out there.
Yes.
Communal showers are a downfall if you have to use them, but it is
Yeah.
what it is. I'm actually going up there with a couple of mates because yeah, we're gonna do
Yeah.
a bit of an
Nice.
overnight there in a few weeks, which I'm
There you
excited
go.
for.
So you're picking it for the next.
Not that one. Not that one. It'll be yeah, family holiday.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. All right. Well, why don't you kick it off? Number one.
Perfect. I would kick off with what I'm wearing today. So the Boulder Voyage Antarctic. I think when we go away, especially to Moore River, we like to do some of the walk trails, go up to the lighthouse and stuff. It's got the water resistance to it. It's screw down crown, despite being that field inspired watch. I'd probably take in summer, I would take it off the bracelet and possibly chuck it on a NATO because, yeah, you're going to be hot. And yeah, for anyone who's not been to Australia or understands Australian summer, last year when I stayed there in the second week of January, it was 45. So it is like boiling hot. We end up, we had our tent and we end up sleeping out on our like tarp with a blow up mattress. And
Yeah.
there's surprisingly not a lot of mozzies up there. We're good there. But yeah, we tended to obviously we put the mattress outside because it was so hot. Anyway, off topic. But yeah, taking this watch because yeah, we're going to do a lot of walking. I think if I somehow forget to switch to another choice of watch that'll come up later in the episode for the beach or the river or like boating or fishing or something, then I've
Mm.
got the water resistance. It's rugged. It's built for what I'm using it for up there, and the crystal distortion to the dial on this watch is fabulous in direct sunlight. It's incredibly hard to get a photo of, which
Mm.
would be a must on the trip. But it's definitely going to be the watch I wear for majority of the outdoor activities that we
Yeah.
do.
Beautiful.
What
Beautiful.
about yourself? What's number
Nice.
one?
Number one. All right. I'm going with arguably my most robust, and I hate using the word beater, but the beater is my Seiko turtle. Look, it's classic. It's literally been worn by, you know, throughout the years by, people in the military, people who go diving. Like this is one of those super robust dive watches. And I always almost have it on the standard rubber strap, which is so comfortable. I can wear it
Hmm.
all day. It's a big watch, yet I can wear it comfortably all day with no issues. In the summer when it gets hot, the because it's a rubber, the I guess that rubber, it has a bit of give, it's
Yep.
expanding. My wrist doesn't swell that much that I need to change to the next hole. It's got enough give in there, and it's just so comfortable. The
Mm.
turtle cushion case is just, yeah, like the last holiday that we did, I think it was in January something, when we went away. Like I had it in the pool, I had it in the sauna even, which probably I know you shouldn't because of the seals, but I don't quite have it in there for too long. I know it wasn't the sauna, it was the spa. And anything, we walked in trails, we were in, it works. It just does
Yep.
everything that you want it to do. And I'm not babying it in any sense. This
Mm.
is the watch that I don't baby. I don't have to. Not, I'm not really. I don't really go crazy and beat my watches around anyway. But
And if you damage the Seiko Turtle as well, like there's plenty of them out there if you really wanted
exactly,
to find a new one.
exactly. There's no, yes, it's not something which is a one-to-one that you
Yep.
can't get. And also, I don't think it matters, even if I did, because the only thing that would bother me is like if the crystal, if I get it really scratched up.
Mm.
But at the same time, who cares? Like it's builds like the whole character, builds the character of the
Yeah.
watch, I think. And
Yep.
and yeah, I brought it with me overseas on work trips. Yeah, it's been in like freezing, like winter, snowing. It's
Yep.
been in heat. It's been everywhere, and it's still ticking. And it's literally, I mean, this is sort of deviating a little bit, but looking at movements and stuff. I've had some really, we've had watches that are quite expensive, relatively speaking, to this turtle, with movements that still don't feel as smooth, winding it,
Mm.
clicking it, satisfying. The 4R and that, you can say whatever you want about 4R movements, about the accuracy of it, but it is like a robust movement.
Yep.
It
It's just
does
a
what it
workhorse
does. It
movement. Yep.
workhorse and it works. That's the most important thing of a
Yep.
watch movement. It needs to work. Like recently, I've had experience with a. We won't go into that today, but geez, that really annoyed me, and it's cost me money
Yeah.
as well. It didn't need to, and supposedly it's meant to be a very good movement, and it costs. Has all the prestige around it, but so anyway, nothing wrong with a Seiko 4i. And if you're
No.
really worried about, if you're really worried about the plus minus on a day, go get it regulated. But to be honest, when you have a couple of watches and
Or
you're,
just use your phone to check the
or
time.
just yeah, yeah, it kind of defeats the purpose, but I get saying. But yeah, that's
Yeah.
my number one pick, and I think that's will probably be my most worn as well. Just like your Boulder,
Yeah.
like it's
Yep.
it's a very all rounder kind of watch.
Yeah, no, great pick. And like I think I can't remember if you touched on it or not, but Seiko case, turtle case, it
Mm.
just wears incredibly well for the size of it.
Yeah, and I think one more thing I would mention as well, like, and probably it's probably a general theme of my whole collection at the moment, or
Mm,
where it's sort of going, is I'm kind of moving back to my monotone, my roots, my monotone
mm,
colors. I've always been very attracted to black and white and gray dials. I love color and I still have color in my collection, but I think as a more everyday, as a more, majority of my time what I'm wearing is I'm always wearing monotone colors, and the black turtle is just classic. Like that's just pure black,
yeah.
just seeps you in, and there's nothing, like I said, it's not anything, hand finished this and that, but you look at it and it's like it's the perfect
Oh,
watch
the
for what
legible
you
dive
need.
watch. It does exactly
Yeah.
what it's meant to.
Yeah. Yeah. So
No,
yeah,
very cool.
let's pick one for me.
All right. So pick two for me would be the dive watch that I would take away, which I'm gonna if you had asked me a month ago, I probably would have said the turtle as well,
Okay.
the Paddy diver, but I'd probably switch now to the Citizen ProMaster, which I think if I'm going to take a dive watch away, there's one reason for it. I'm probably not going to wear it walking or hiking or anything. I'm probably going to wear it to scuba, not scuba, snorkel, sorry.
Mm.
Scuba if it had the facilities, but yeah, snorkeling is one of my favorite things to do in summer. I absolutely love it. I bought a GoPro so I could kind of record and see what else is down there. Because if you've
Nice.
been snorkeling before, I've got a very good, expensive mask, but it doesn't stop water getting in all the time. And I do kind of like to rewatch those videos because you always miss something. There's always something in the ocean or
Yeah.
around a reef.
Yeah.
So that would be it. Reason I would pick it over the turtle now is solely because it was $100 less and I have damaged to watch snorkeling before. Whereas
Mm.
in if I could pick it up on the star by sale for $299 again, then it is
Yeah.
no sleep lost whatsoever. What strap would I wear it on? I would probably take the JDM Seiko strap that I purchased from you because
Yeah.
that strap is so soft. It's a blue silicon. It conforms really nicely to the
Yeah.
wrist.
It's the same one as the turtle. I've got the
Yeah,
black
yep.
version. And it's
It's
amazing. We talked
beautiful.
about it before. It just works. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm thinking if I'm going to go for like if I'm going to Moore River and I'm going to walk my stuff from the campsite to the beach, you've got a 10-minute walk there. It's sweaty, it's hot. That rubber's gonna wear very very nicely. And I'm not wearing a wetsuit or anything like that. It's just boardies and straight in the water with your snorkel on. But at the same time, that dial is the blue that I prefer in comparison to the Paddy diver.
Mm.
I love the dial. I love the watch as a whole. Currently I'd probably take the cut to size FKM strap
Yep.
as well to chuck it on if I wanted to wear it elsewhere. But I think yeah, on that divers Seiko divers strap would be what I wear it on. And it's very different case shape to the turtle, but it still wears not similar, sorry. It feels similar because it's quite compact. It sits nicely on the wrist. It doesn't overhang. It's a chunky boy. Like next time I catch up with yourself, I'll bring it along too so you can try it. Because I think the
Yes.
last time we caught up and I had it on, we spent 30 minutes trying to figure out how to make a channel on Instagram.
Oh,
So we did actually talk watches and we have
yeah.
no progress update on that at all yet.
That's
But I'll bring it along because it does wear quite compact. It's not huge in comparison to what it looks like in images and whatnot. So
yeah.
it is
So it's a
cool.
45 mil
It
case
is,
on that
yeah.
one. Okay. Wow. Oh, I didn't realize it was that big. But it like you say, it looks very compact.
It is. And thinking back in time, had the Tissot C Star Quartz Chronograph 1000, whatever it's called, that wore so much bigger than this for being a similar size.
Yeah,
Um,
that's Tissot's lack
yes,
of
yep.
compact lug deluxe. They just they're like,
They
yeah.
whack them on in it, yeah.
Yep.
Anyway, but yeah, that would be my dive pick. And look, I'd probably wear it around the campsite too. Again, you bang your wrist, and you got
Mhm.
potential of damaging stuff there. You're putting up tents, you're putting up marquees, you're unpacking, kids are there. But yeah, probably that'd be it.
Yeah, I think it's cool as well because like it's and it's also eco drive, which is a perfect, it's a nice something to have, you're not really worried about, I don't know, any movement
Mm,
issues or whatever. It's probably one of the most robust movements I have out there. It's
yep.
solar quartz movement and also the steel bezel as well. I think it's pretty cool. It's a
Against
nice,
that blue, the
yeah.
blue printing on the bezel, it really
Mm.
works.
But
And one last thing on it too, I wouldn't need to take a tent light because the lume on that watch
mm,
is phenomenal. Like the second it hits the sun, it just you can see the green pop out. Whereas in a lot of, but the rest of my collection, you don't really see it in direct light. When
yeah.
you come in, you see that lume. But yeah, this one really pops, and it lasts a long time.
Mm.
And which the kids love. So if we needed to take a break and provide some entertainment, go spin the $300 bezel and sit in the tent with the lume.
Yeah, no, it's an awesome pick, and yeah, just to clarify, it's 300 Australian dollars as
Mhm.
well. So yeah, 100 and what's that?
Extremely cheap. Yeah.
130
Yeah.
Australian
I think,
US
yeah, one
dollars
of
or something. Yeah,
the best value for money watches that I own at the moment. Brand new.
awesome, fantastic,
What about yourself? What's
great
next on the
pick.
list?
Right, next on the list is the okay, I went with this watch because again, I told you as I haven't really been on sort of any big holidays or anything or overseas holidays in a long time, but I have been away for work quite a bit. And this is a watch that's followed me. And I think I would like to think that when I do go on holidays, I will also pick this up as well. So it's the Christopher Ward C63 GMT. Sealander GMT.
Yep.
So yeah, again, quite a mouthful. But look, it's first reason, it's a GMT watch. I like having the functionality of, home
Hmm.
time and being where I am. I used it. I actually used it quite a bit. It's just, a quick glance. I know exactly what time it is back home. And it really helped when I think not just the time functionality, but just like that connection to home. I don't know,
Yep.
it sounds a bit sort of romantic and a bit
Mm.
nostalgic, but when I look down at that watch, I was go, this is what my kids are doing at home. This is what my wife's doing at home. Like I just
Yeah.
knew
Yep.
what was happening and like, it just felt like, okay, like I'm there without being
You're
there
in
kind of
tune.
thing.
Yep.
Yeah, 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 exactly. Like, and it felt like there was that little bit of connection there, even on the times where, I'm stuck in a meeting the entire day and I can't really speak to them yet, or, I can only speak to them, me being half groggy asleep because I'm, in a time zone all the way around the other side of the world. It just felt like a great bit of, I don't know, just something tangible, something's right in front of you that you can connect and you can look just by glancing down at the time. So I think GMT watches, I think in general, a bit over hyped, I would say, like in
At
the
the moment, I
last
think
at the
it's been
moment.
since the Seiko 5s came out and the movement and whatnot. It has
Correct.
been, yeah, flooded. Everyone's done a GMT.
Everyone's done a GMT, and it just made, I mean, it's great for Seiko because they're like, hey, we knew what the market was coming, and now everyone's using it. But I think to say that you need one to travel is probably too much. Like, I don't think you need one to travel, of course not. But I think it's a nice, it's a throwback to when people did use this as a travel watch on a GMT function. And again, like I said, it's that connection to home for me. I think it's big. So I really enjoy it. And it's one of those watches in my collection that I probably don't wear as often as I should, but when I do, I would go for days. I'm like, I'm wearing it. Actually, I wore it yesterday. I wore it yesterday on a sailcloth, which was different. I
Nice.
don't normally wear it on a sailcloth, but it's 150-meter water resistant. So I can take it in the water if I want to. I can still, and it's all steel, like stainless steel bezel. It's, fixed bezel. Yes, the light catcher case is a bit, obviously, mix of brush and polish. So, you don't kind of want to be careful if you're knocking around. But then
Mm.
again, like I've worn it continuously for like 2 weeks straight when I was away, and I've done that kind of stuff. I've done pretty much a lot of things with it. And the only thing that I can say noticeable is the scratches in the clasp, and which is really not really that bad anyway.
Unavoidable in a way, really. It doesn't matter if you're desk diving or,
Exactly.
stuff around the house, it's going to happen.
Exactly. And another reason why I love this watch when I go away, whether it's hot or cold, is the quick
Mm.
micro adjust,
Yep.
on the fly micro adjust. It's incredible. Like, I think I banged on about this before, but take what, oh wait, wrist swell, there you go, change it, bang, and that ability to just do that so on the fly is worth it. And
Yeah.
having all that as a package when you're away is sweet. You can, I mean, I'm sort of making like a garter list here. Like, I
Mm.
can, I really can, because I can go and bring this into the water, can use this as my travel watch GMT.
And you're
And
busy if you just forget. If
exactly.
you just hop in the pool, like you don't want to have to stress about wearing a vintage,
Yes,
Seiko that's not so waterproof or a chronograph that you're not supposed to be in there. You don't
exactly.
have to worry.
Yes, yes, yeah, and yes, you're right. You can do pretty much a lot of it, and the movement on it is awesome. I love it. I love that
Mm.
movement. It's like the hand winding on the movement is the best I've ever had in any movements that I've felt, and
Yeah.
I've felt hand winding on movements that are on watches that are like worth 5 times the amount, and they don't
Mm.
feel as smooth. Five or yeah. I'm not putting any names out there, but definitely like I think it's a Salida 550 or the 510 or something. I'm not sure
Yeah. Okay.
I can't remember what the GMT movement is off the top of my head. Oh no, it's a 330 maybe. Yeah, sorry, it's the 330-2. That's what it is.
Okay.
It's just beautiful. And I know Salida 200s have a bit of, they have some issues and stuff. There is a lot of known issues, but it's 330. I haven't had any issues with it at all, and
Yeah.
it
Cool.
just does well. So yeah,
Perfect.
that is why that's my pick.
Perfect. All right. So to round out my collection, so I'm going to take the Boulder for most of the outdoorsy stuff. The Citizen is going to be the diving and swimming portion of the trip. Now, the last thing I considered here is we may end up at a pub for
Mhm.
something, or there
A
has been
restaurant maybe.
times a restaurant, yeah, restaurant for other people, and there has been times where we've gone camping and ran into friends and whatnot that are from the same town that I grew up in, and we might go over there for a barbecue or something. And as much as you could wear either of the watches I've chosen, I would bring the Orient Kamasi with me. I've got, as much as I love that watch from the beginning, now putting it on the Jubilee has really, because I only wore that on a NATO previously, and then putting it on that Jubilee has really elevated my experience with that watch. It's given it an extremely classic feel. I think the whole, Botina creamy loom against that rich red, and then adding that strap code Jubilee into it has just rounded that watch out for me. The fact that it's so versatile where I could just whack on a NATO and go for a hike as well, it could be done, but that's not the reason I'm bringing it. If we are going to go to the pub, that's the watch of choice. I think it's to me, for some reason, it's a bit of a, I don't know whether to use the
Mm.
term modern classic or not, but it's now in my head. For some reason, that strap code Jubilee has now just elevated that watch
Made
into
it.
this really classy, really classic looking watch. And yeah,
Yeah.
people might disagree and stuff, but that's how I view it now. And I really look at that as maybe the dressier watch in my collection besides the Omega at the moment.
Yeah.
That's what I would be wearing to dinner and whatnot.
I'm 100% with you. I mean, like, obviously, those who, those who don't know, the listeners, I had the Kamasu, or the exact Kamasu that we're talking about, and literally from day one that Justin saw it and put it on, he was like, yeah, that's on my list, and yeah. So yeah,
And I
I think
had searched for it too. I did post a few times.
it,
I was eBaying. I was almost making the purchase on Amazon before you were saying, well, hold your horses. We might be in the works here.
exactly. There is some moves coming. I might be getting rid of some stuff, and yeah. Anyway, it worked out perfectly. Justin got what he wanted. I also got what I wanted, which I'll talk about after. But like I recall, like when I first got my Jubilee bracelet for my Helios, which yeah. Again, I found it so hard to get it down to three. By the way, Helios would have been in there as well, but again, I just yeah, I couldn't. Yeah, found it really hard. Anyway, it elevated the watch. I completely know what you're saying. Like it's like yes, before it's a diver, and then you put it on a Jubilee, it just immediately makes it more dressier. And
Mm,
look, I had it, yeah, and I think it just makes it look vintagey as well at the same
it
time.
does. Yeah,
Yeah,
very classic.
just a yeah, perfect classy watch, and that red as well. I think it's something that's just so different in a watch. You don't really see that in a dive watch
Mm.
generally. So I think having it on the Jubilee and having that red dial definitely gives it that sort of dressier sort of feel.
Yeah, and like I said, the creamier loom, the hands
Mm,
that are on the second gen opposed to the third. I think if that loom had been, stark white, crystal
yeah.
white, I wouldn't have liked that watch as much. I really enjoy everything, and the way that it goes from deep, rich, real blood red into burgundy, depending where you are. Sometimes even if you're in low light, it goes into that real
It's
almost
almost like
black.
black. Yeah.
Yeah, it,
Mm,
it changes a lot. And yeah, when you kind of see it on the Jubilee when it turns that blacky, tone, yeah, it's gorgeous. But that would be my pick for going out. I did wear it to
yeah.
dinner recently.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fantastic, and just rounds out my collection. And it means I didn't bring a third blue watch with me.
Yeah, I was just gonna say
Yeah,
yes. Breaking from
yeah.
the whole Blue Watch era thing. No, it's so cool. It's a fantastic pick.
Very cool. Easy. What's on your? You've said the Helios isn't in the third one. And by the way, the three watch thing wasn't meant to be easy. It's meant to be
No.
hard. It's meant
Yeah.
to make you think. It's meant to make you pull at your heartstrings and
Yeah.
turn. So what's
For
got the
sure.
last
I
slot?
just couldn't do it. I mean, I love my Helios so much. I just couldn't like have that as like my bearded diver. And I wanted my C63 just because I did actually use it a lot when I went away.
Yeah,
I felt like, well, I have to. So so that will stay at home while I'm away. But the third one is I like, the same thing, going out nice, somewhere, for dinner. I want to wear something which is I don't know, a little bit, not a dive watch, not a thing to wear. And is it appropriate now to also say that I have an NWA?
yeah, definitely. Yeah, far away.
So we've been speaking about this one for a long time. I've been trying to search this watch for I don't even know. It feels like over a year, but I finally got it. Finally did it. The SPGX 2X261 Grand Seiko, and I think that rounds it out as a perfect going out watch, a perfect dinner watch or whatever it is because
Yeah.
it's yeah. I mean it's yeah. I don't what else do I say?
Yeah,
Like
it's
yeah,
what I'm picturing is your family on a holiday and it's
yes.
yeah, Dad, why won't you come on the pool with us? I'm not taking it off. It's not coming off. But you bought a diver. No, it's not happening.
Yeah, exactly. So again, that's also the other dilemma as well. I spoke about this because I've had it for a couple of days now, and I struggle to take it off my wrist. But in a way, I'm like I have to take it off because I'm definitely not bringing this to the hike and the
Yep.
water stuff. I'm not yet. Like I know eventually this is going to be what I'm going to be wearing all the time, and if I get scratches here and there, that's fine. But not now,
Or
not
you
yet.
might take that a plane with the reflection of the polishing
Yeah.
out on a hike somewhere. Who knows?
Who knows exactly? But if I wanted to, I can. I really
Yep.
can. I can still do a lot of things with it. It's 100-meter water resistant. It's push-pull crown, so I'm not gonna, go in the water with it per se. But it's raining, doing
Yep.
stuff around, doesn't matter. And yeah, I can just literally wear it anywhere. And it's also a bit of a strap monster as well.
Mm,
Black dial. I can put it on a sailcloth. They're cut to size rubber strap as well, which is actually incoming for this watch because it's the 19 mil. How annoying.
true.
Uh,
Yeah.
but it's just yeah, it's an all rounder, but also like perfect for we're going out for dinner or yeah, just somewhere a bit more nicer that I can wear it. And it's basically would be like my daytime I wear the other watches, And then as soon as it comes like evening time or, whatever, we're back doing different things, I'll chuck this on. So yeah, I feel like I needed a dressy piece in there. I
Yeah.
think my collection sort of speaks to that. I do have a couple of dressy pieces, but the thing is, a lot of them are vintage, or some of them are vintage. So I feel like this is a nice way of doing that, but also having a bit of robustness as well.
Yeah, for sure. And I think you're at an interesting crossroads with Helios and the GS there, because two very same type, similar but very different
Yeah,
watches, but share a similar purpose in the
it's
collection, I guess. Um,
yes, yeah, yeah.
but no, it is beautiful, and congrats again on the
Thank you.
purchase, because it's been a long time coming. We've had a few chats about it where you've been
Yeah.
very close to pulling that trigger, and glad I could be a part of the purchase process to an extent.
Well, yeah, you did because you by selling the watch, yeah, I
Yeah.
funded part of it. So yeah, it was a couple of sales that happened. So shout out to everyone that bought my other watches so that I could get this. But it actually felt kind of good to consolidate from three to one, which is essentially what happened.
Yeah,
Yeah, it went
it
from
is a
three to
good
one.
feeling, isn't it? Even though you kind of had an
100%.
interesting thing where you are losing and the collection gets smaller,
Yeah,
it does feel good to consolidate into one.
yeah, three to one, and yeah, I can like I said to you before as well, the ones that I have sold off, if I really wanted to, I could pick it up. It's
Yeah,
not like as in down the road. If I feel like I'm missing it, whatever.
yeah, for
Yeah, but I
sure.
don't think I'm going to rip that Kamasu back off you. Yeah,
Nah, it's all good.
that looks permanent in your collection.
Yeah, I think it is. I think it's very it's weird to say I've got two red watches in the collection with the Tudor bezel in there as well. But yeah, I do. But yeah, it is a staple. And I think if I was going to consolidate down into get rid of some dive watches, that would be the one that sticks around
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
I do really really love that watch, and it's weird with the Ciosa. I would reference as the most recent purchase that I really fell in love with. Whereas in this, once I got the Kamasu on wrist when I bought it for myself, I was like, oh man, this is really me. I really love
yeah,
this watch, and it's probably one apart from the Tudor, the second most I've fallen in love with straight away,
yeah.
and really, kind of, I put other watches on recently to wear to work, and kind of gone, I wish I kind of wore that another day.
Mm,
Anyway, plenty of
nice,
time
nice.
with it. Plenty of
Yeah,
time with it.
yeah, for sure. It'll still be around. So cool. Awesome. Well, there you go. There's the episode. We've spoke about our three watches in our collection that we would like to bring on holidays or when we go away. So yeah, listeners, if we would love to hear yours, give us a DM on Instagram. Let us know what your three picks are.
And tell us
What,
where you're going. Where's the holiday destination that you're going? Where's your
nice.
favorite or
Perfect.
your dream destination, along
Yeah,
with what watches are you taking?
perfect. That would be awesome. And if we can ever figure out how to get this channel thing going, we will. But otherwise, we'll communicate via story
Yeah,
and
yeah.
DM.
No, we will figure it out. We will figure that out. But are we
Uh,
gonna round off with something interesting?
yeah, let's go something interesting, of course. So yeah,
Perfect.
what do you got today, mate?
So I'm gonna go back to recommending TV shows and movies. I watched a Apple original TV show. So if you don't have Apple TV, you can get a 7-day trial,
Mm,
and it is plenty of time to binge watch this show as the final or the season finale comes out on Wednesday this week. So
smart.
this week being it'll be on the 24th of July is when the episode drops. Now it is presumed innocent is what it's called. I'm not a huge crime, or true crime doco kind of person, as well as I don't really enjoy crime investigation TV shows. Apart from House, I really enjoyed House once
Hmm,
upon a time, and maybe a little bit of Bones as well. But other than that, I really, not too keen on that sort of stuff. This show has been one show that's gripped me and just like pulled me in. So we started watching it last week. We watched I think it's 8 episodes all up. Watched 7 episodes in 2 days, maybe 3 nights, I guess. But it gripped me. It had my attention. It had me wondering. It's fantastic. So it's Jake Gyllenhaal, who, if you don't know who he is, recently in Roadhouse with Conor McGregor. I really enjoy Jake Gyllenhaal as an actor. In this, he's fantastic. And I don't want to spoil anything, that's the thing, but
yeah.
his acting is way above what you'd expect out of. I wouldn't say it is what in history, way over what I expect out of Jake Gyllenhaal. He does
Okay.
so well. It's an emotional series. He shows those emotions really well, but it gripped me. The reason I'm bringing this up too is because he wore a Cartier tank in
Mm,
many of the scenes in this, and it suited him. I don't know what size it is. You don't get a lot of close ups apart from a few B-roll, I guess, kind of shots where it comes past him and he's got it on wrist, but that's what he wore. I think he was running on a treadmill in it, dripping in sweat at one point. So I don't know if that's what the watch is for, but yeah, he wore a Cartier tank in that. So a little bit of watch spotting to do. I didn't notice too many other watches, but that's, yeah, not while I was watching the series. It's fantastic.
Awesome. All right. Well, we'll have to leave the link in our show notes
Yep.
as we do. That's cool. Yeah, for me, one of the best Jake Gyllenhaal movies was Night. What's it called? Nightcrawler. Have you seen that?
I don't know.
Oh yeah.
I've definitely watched a good amount of Jake Gyllenhaal movies, but yeah,
Okay.
possibly.
Nightcrawler. That's not my something interesting, but I will also leave that in the show notes
Yep.
because it's a great movie. Kind of again thriller, a bit scary, a bit yeah. But yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal, very good movie as well.
And I
All
think
right,
for all the hype Roadhouse got, he really this series was only recently released. This backed up him as an actor. Like Conor
Mm,
McGregor got a lot of the light in that movie and a lot of the spotlight
sure,
around it. But yeah, he really killed it in this. And yes, I
nice.
have seen Nightcrawler looking at the
Yeah, I've seen
trailer.
it. Yeah,
Yep,
yeah, yeah. Good
great
movie.
movie.
Good movie. All right, cool, awesome. My
What about
pick.
yourself?
So, something that I read in one of the forums, and I thought it was. I won't go into any names or anything like that, but I will mention this, and I thought is okay. So this person talked about basically how they polished a watch back to it was a gold 18K carat gold Daytona that was worn every day for
Oof.
25 years without service.
Okay.
And basically, they got told, hey, to this jeweler's, say, hey, can you basically make it look brand new? And it looks stunning. They've done a fantastic job in making it look brand new. 25 years, worn it basically every single day, which and without a service. But what I thought was interesting was that, okay, so this person's obviously got a Daytona that's 18K carat gold, worn it 25 years. It's a watch person, right? You
Mm.
would think so. But the weird thing or the strange thing was that the customer didn't realize it was a chronograph. They had no idea. Okay. And
Yeah, right.
the
Okay.
the chronograph hand had been on for 25 years nonstop.
Press the pusher to see what it did and it
The
just hadn't stopped.
the pusher just hasn't stopped. And basically they
Wow.
said, "Oh, could you just check out my thing because my seconds hand stopped." So he thought that the
Wow.
chronograph hand was the seconds hand because it'd been going the entire time. Because so he'd gone in and he had a look and he said, there's all this wear in the chronograph wheels. He
Yeah,
had to
as
do a
there would be.
full overhaul, mainspring, all the seals, everything, just complete overhaul in the inside because it had been running for 25 years straight, which is
That's wild.
nuts. Which is
And look,
nuts.
like if you think 25 years ago, you're looking at, oh gosh, what are we, 2000,
Mm,
1999?
yeah.
That's, you know, probably purchased as someone who's, got a promotion and
Yes.
isn't a watch person and goes, what do you do with a promotion? You buy yourself a Rolex. That's
Yeah.
that's
That's
the
right.
promotion watch. It always was for a long
That's right.
time. And
Mm.
what a cool
Well,
story.
yeah, no, I thought it was awesome, and but at the same time, I thought it was interesting that just because someone has a Rolex or whatever, that you think that they know about watches, and it's not really true. I've seen people with really nice Seikos on their wrist, and
Mm,
that looks cool. They just bought a watch because it looks cool. They have no idea
yeah.
about the things, but anyway, this is why we come in, and hopefully we can teach some people that are coming into
Mm.
the hobby some cool stuff. So, guys, don't run your chronograph hands nonstop. It's not necessary.
And look, we may not be the biggest fans of Rolex, but I think we say it every time we bring it up. You cannot look past that they are quality watches
Yes.
and they're built excellent. That that there's a true real life story testament
Exactly.
to what Rolex are. And
Exactly.
don't you wish that there was more good to talk about Rolex when you hear stories like this? Like, don't you wish there was more we could? Yeah.
That's all right. Well, look, I think, it's more and more experience and stuff. But yeah,
Mm,
like I said, unfortunately, it's that Zelos effect, isn't it, that we spoke about last time. So, but anyway, I just thought it was a really cool story. It showed how
very
robust
cool.
the movement is, and also just showed how much you know it can go for as well. 25 years without just going.
Yeah.
It's just nuts. Absolutely
Yeah.
crazy.
Isn't yeah just wild, just constantly ticking.
So yeah, yeah, that was my something interesting for today.
No, it's very cool. Very cool.
Cool. All right. Well, look, there's nothing else. We've come to the end of the episode. Nice little fun-hearted episode. But yeah,
Mm,
I'm way behind in the editing and everything else. So I'm gonna have to catch up. So again, release order, like I think we spoke about last time as well. Maybe a little bit jumbled, but hey, we'll figure it out. We do have yeah, we've got plenty of things coming up as well, don't
yep,
we? Some yeah, more interviews and the like. So yeah, watch this space.
perfect. That's it, mate. Hope you have a
Yep,
good rest of your week, and we'll catch up for coffee.
sounds great. All right, see you
All
then.
right. Thank you for joining us on Overtime the podcast. We hope you've enjoyed the episode.
You can find us on our Instagrams at Overtime the Podcast, at Kinda Average Watches, and at Horology Capture.
We appreciate the support and value your feedback. If you have any questions, suggestions, or topics you'd like us to cover in future episodes, please hit us up. We would love to hear from you.
Until next time.